Hi all, welcome back to my channel. So today's topic is eclectic approach to psychotherapy. Before that, if you don't know, I'm a psychology student doing an internship under HR's organization, and I will be talking about different approaches to psychotherapy in my upcoming videos also. Please watch my previous video so that you can get connection to this video as well. There are so many techniques used in psychotherapy, but eclectic approach is the most unique one. What is eclectic approach? So it's basically the combination of two or more techniques, and those techniques will be implemented on the client and will help the therapist to establish the suitable treatment among the combination of those and implement it on the client so that they get very good results. So before that, the psychologist must be well versed in this subject, in this technique. And firstly, he must be able to explain the client about this unique process and also convince them about what this process is actually about. In recent studies, it's been proved that eclectic approach is getting more in demand than compared to the others. So usually therapists go for talking therapy, which might be helpful at that particular time, but the time of relapse or the problem coming back would be really fast, and it's easy to tell them to change their behavioral or routines or even to change their lifestyles, but it's really not the thing. There must be something that has to get into the deep root of the problem and then solve the issues whatever the client is facing, and eclectic approach would be one of them. Eclectic approach is also known as integrative approach or multimodal approach because of its unique essence of combining two or more therapies like cognitive behavioral therapy, that's CBT, systematic desensitization, exposure therapy, and so many more techniques are combined and then implemented as said previously. First, the therapist must know the deep rooted problem of any kind of abnormalities that the client is facing. So this approach might help so many problems as mentioned, like anxiety, bipolar disorder, coping and adjustment difficulties, depression, eating disorders, and many more daily life problems. And before starting any approaches, the therapist must know the surface and deep level problems as discussed in my previous video, which is conscious and unconscious also. Let me explain it with an example. Say a person has to cut down on his chocolates. His conscious mind would make him aware of the consequences that he might face after consuming the chocolate, whereas in his unconscious mind he would not care about the consequences that he might face in the future and go for eating the chocolate without even thinking of it for a minute. And this is where hypnosis comes into picture. So it's about making a person selectively attentive, that is to emphasize or make the person know about their unconscious mind, and also develop a level of hypersuggestivity in the person so that they'll be ready to accept any suggestions given by the therapist. So most of the people will not be okay with accepting the techniques that the therapist has to implement, but this might help them get convinced about what the technique is, what will be the results of on their problem. And as discussed previously, conscious and unconscious mind state can be understood, and hyperreceptivity is also as same as hypersuggestivity, that is to accept everything and get convinced about the therapist's ideas. So let's see about hypnosis, importance or benefits of hypnosis in eclectic approach in my next video in detail. So hope you like this video and understood the video or whatever I was trying to convey to you people. Thank you for watching. Please stay tuned.